What's up, everybody? I'm Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. And I have a unboxing for you guys of a knife I never thought I'd buy. And no, it did not come from Amazon. This box was repurposed. I bought this from Blade Bench. And I bought it for a couple of reasons. And we'll get into that after we get it out of the box. Unboxing knife is going to be the Chaves X-Lock Redemption, or Redemption, however you pronounce it, which is a knife I got quite a bit of hate about for my unboxing and first impressions. And it kind of it didn't really lead me to buy this knife. I just happened to stumble across this knife on Blade Bench, and it's an OG, right? It's before the forehead screws, which made this knife so much better looking in my personal opinion. And it was a great deal. The guy I got it from, I got a great deal on it. And the pictures made it look really good. I hope it looks as good in real life as it did in the pictures. So let's check it out. And then we'll talk about some things. It's as heavy as I remember it being, which is why I never wanted to buy it. It was so heavy. I can't remember the weight. We'll weigh it in a minute. We'll actually compare the two. But let's talk about why I bought the Chaves Redemption 229. The Tanto with the hollow grind and the flat grind. I've had one of these on the channel before, sent in by Craig. And he had his customized and had the pocket clip and the back spacer sent off to, I believe it was Weigh a Knife, and they had like some kind of, I think he called it ice pattern they did on the titanium. I may do something similar to that and send it off to Weigh a Knife, but I may just leave it as is because these are becoming harder and harder to find. And yeah, especially with, you can get them with the forehead screws like this, and not just the budget versions, but the more premium versions. But it's getting harder and harder to find them without the forehead screws, so I may just leave it as is and see what happens. This is not a knife I doubt I'll ever carry it. It's just too big and heavy for me. And I bought it because of this knife, because of some comments I got. First thing I want to address is that this knife is OEM by Riyadh. This knife is also OEM by Riyadh. So if you're unaware of that, do a little research. This is made by Riyadh. Something I said in my unboxing video was I thought that $85 was a little steep for D2, steel pocket clips, steel back spacers, steel hardware, and aluminum scales. I thought that was a little steep, even if it's made by Riyadh. And I stand by that. At $60 max would be fair in my personal opinion. Feel free to feel differently, but it is made by Riyadh. Some other things I want to point out is, or another reason I bought the knife is, in my original unboxing video of this knife, I let you know how sharp this is. And with an axis lock, you put it in your palm, you pull it back. It's just how it works, how you use it. Any axis lock. And it is sharp. It is sharp. It's not going to cut you sharp, but it's uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable in your palm. And any other axis lock you buy, like at least most I have, they've rounded it off. They understand that. Whether it's the bug out, the Deca, very comfortable. The mini bulldog and the full size bulldog, which I don't have here now. They're not sharp. The baby banter. Just go on and on. Pick your axis lock. They don't put a sharp point right here on the handle of the knife or the scales of the knife, the butt of the knife. I get why they did it. They're trying to stay true to the design of the knife, and they did that very well. But it just it's not good for an axis lock. It's not good. And just so you know who you are. No, I don't have like the softest hands in the world. I'm a carpenter. I work with my hands every day and have for a very, very long time. So, um, but I tell you the truth here. The truth of whether you like it or not, it's the truth. It's very sharp when you put it in your palm. Both corners are. This one's the one that really matters because it's the one that really hits you. And, you know, maybe change the design just a tad, round it off just a little bit, and it would be butter in your palm. But as it is, it's not. It's not very comfortable in your palm when you pull back the axis lock. And that's someone that has calloused hands, who works with his hands every day. So yeah, I really like this knife. I really like this knife. Ergonomics, other than disengaging the lock, are phenomenal. I love how thin they've made it now, how thin the blade stock is. I'm not crazy about this jimping up here, right? For a knife so small and thin blade stock. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It just doesn't feel appropriate. But again, they're just staying true to the design, and I can appreciate that. But you have to understand that this knife is not meant for what this knife is meant for. These are two entirely different knives for two entirely different categories. Um, very, very different uses of these knives. Um, but it's a great knife. It's overpriced, and they need to chamfer out these edges. All right, let's talk about this one now. What should I do with it? Leave it alone? Just hang on to it, keep it, use it as a size comparison knife, or should I customize it? Um, I don't think it's going to go up in value in a way that would ever really matter. So I'm thinking we take as much titanium out of it as we can through milling by way of knife or someone else, and reduce the weight as much as we can with a cool design. Maybe anodize it. I don't know. Um, yeah, it's a beast, man. It is a beast of a knife, but just not a knife I would ever carry. It's not my kind of knife to carry, but I do like this knife. The action on it, it's phenomenal. So good. I have a review already, so check my channel for that. I think I actually have a comparison video between the Rendition, whatever it is, and the Liberation. I think I did a comparison video between the two in the past. So it's an amazing knife. It really is. But this knife costs new. It's like almost $400, and I think that's steep. Also coming from China, just my personal opinion. And that was before, long before Trump got back into office and all the tariffs and stuff. So who knows what they cost now? But I got this for about half that. So I got a great deal on this knife. I'm super happy I got it. I've always liked the knife. It's just too big and heavy. But I love this knife. I love the weight, the size of this knife. I wish they could do away with the forehead screws on this knife also. You know, if you don't like skulls, don't buy a Chavez. That's my personal opinion. Man, I wish they could chamfer these corners a little better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next video.